And I'm meteorologist James Gregorio. It is the J&J Show.
Yeah, I come back from vacation and bring bad news.
Exactly.
Cold weather.
You brought the cold air with you.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to be out for New Year's Eve. This is the kind of weather we wanted at Christmas.
Right.
For Christmas morning.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. So we have a cold front coming through right now. And it has pushed its way into the area, and we're seeing a little shower activity up to our north. We're not looking at much with rain, unfortunately. We could always use some rain. But the big deal with this one is the dropping temperatures, and it's going to be cold tonight.
Yeah.
And then getting even colder for tomorrow night.
Right, into Wednesday.
Yeah, so the reason for the weather impact alert, and you can see that right there on your screen on the satellite radar. You see the cold front pushing its way in, and we zoom that in a little bit, and there you see up to the north, Citrus, Pasco, Hernando County, dealing with a little bit of shower activity. Not a lot. But again, maybe enough to quickly water your lawn. I actually mowed my lawn today.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd that go? Was there enough to mow? Did it grow?
My backyard was, yes.
Okay,
But,
all right.
I have been trying to put off watering because we all know how expensive water is around here.
Correct, and we are in a drought, so that's very environmental of you.
It's definitely not helping that much.
Right.
So there's the shower activities through Crystal River, Brooksville, a little bit through Hudson there towards Zephyr Hills, Tarpon Springs, and we could get a little bit pushing. You can see where the front is here on your winds. You're getting that shift of the wind there to the west, 16 St. Petersburg, 13 Clearwater, a gust of 24 there in Brooksville, and we're going to get some gusting winds. And it's going to remain breezy tonight and through probably most of tomorrow as well. And that's going to usher in that cool air for us. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to say cold.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning's going to be chilly.
You know what the beautiful thing about Florida is? So tomorrow, invariably, there'll be a few folks, probably more than a few, still walking around in shorts in the afternoon, maybe a sweatshirt with it, and then you'll see people in like a down parka too, and full-on pants and Uggs and all of that.
So you get a little bit of everything.
So you get a little bit of everything, and it's all relative to the individual.
So took my family to Busch Gardens on Christmas Day, and my daughter is in shorts and a hoodie.
Right.
And it was almost 80. So we all know. But looking around you can't really tell there's a front coming through. Clearwater Beach, you're seeing a little bit of cloud cover there.
And a lot of people on the beach, considering.
Well, still got vacationers,
of
course. This is the time of year.
Sure.
Whenever you still got a lot of people out of work. And, by the time, exactly where I would be as well. I mean, it was nice. Temperatures were still in the mid-70s today.
Yes,
so
and we had a lot of sunshine. Obviously, we're seeing a small uptick now in the cloudiness with the front, and you see that there on the ascent cam in St. Pete as you head out towards St. Pete Pier, but still looks really nice, really pretty.
Yeah, and again, not too breezy just yet. And look at your temperature, still 75. St. Petersburg, Tampa.
Look at Sebring.
Yeah.
Frostproof. You make your way into literally the middle of the state, and we're pushing 80 degrees.
Yeah, that is going to be changing, though.
Yes.
As early as this time tomorrow.
Yes, don't look for that tomorrow. In fact, we're not going to see 80 probably until maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday. And we may not.
Yeah, it's going to be close because we got another front coming through for the weekend.
Yes.
We'll talk to that about that coming up here shortly. But you see, the temperatures really haven't changed too much. They're starting to drop just a little bit. Crystal River, Brooksville, all the way down to Plant City, Lakeland.
Because that's where the front is coming from. It's coming from north to south.
We're going to see a much more significant drop. Look at the next 40 hours. So here we are in the 70s. And there you go. Look at that drop to 8 a.m. And again, 48's not that bad. 48's chilly.
Yeah.
But the thing about that 48, and again, we'll hit on this in a minute, is going to be the wind.
Right.
Then
so that 48 is actually going to feel more like 38. Right.
And then we don't warm up that much tomorrow. Now this is ICAST. This is just one model showing 58. Our forecast is actually for 61.
Right.
It's not much of a difference.
Not much of a difference, but this is one of the products we use to come up with the forecast.
Right. And then they're going 42 for tomorrow night. I'm going all the way down to 40. I think we'll be 40. Some forecast models are going upper 30s. I doubt that. But the blends
for Tampa.
Yeah, for Tampa.
So if you're in Crystal River, if you're in Brooksville, that ain't 40. That's more like 29.
So we do have a weather impact alert for Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and then again Wednesday evening. Again, just because temperatures, and again because Wednesday evening is New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And then for early Thursday morning as well, but they'll start to rebound Thursday, and then things are looking pretty good for us. So tonight we're going to dip down to about 45, between 45 and 48, I would say, around the bay. And again, like you mentioned, up to the north, we are going to be a little bit cooler than that. So for tonight, forecast lows, and you see there, this again is blend going 47 for Tampa, 37. And that's usually a good rule of thumb for Crystal River. It's typically 10 degrees cooler. So you see a lot of low to mid 40s. Up to the north, you're looking at Crystal River, Brooksville, Dade City. So you're looking at Citrus, Pasco, Hernando counties, going to be cooler. Low to mid 40s, Pasco up towards Citrus in the upper 30s. And then you're also looking at, again, there's Wednesday morning. So there's your 40 for Tampa for Wednesday morning. Look up at Crystal River. And again, this is just one forecast model going 29 for Crystal River, 31 for Brooksville, 30 for Dade City, Lakeland at freezing. So again, it's going to be nice around the water there, and St. Petersburg, they're going 47.
Exactly.
So again, it's kind of difficult to get St. Petersburg that cold just because the fact that water temperature is still in the upper 60s. But then we're going to talk about the wind chill. So we're going to see that dipping its way down. So there is tomorrow morning. It's going to be upper 30s for Tampa, mid 30s Brooksville, Crystal River. And then again, you go colder temperatures for Wednesday morning. And then again, that's where you get this. Again, wind chill 30. That's about what the forecast is going to be. Tampa 35. The forecast is going to be for 40. So a little bit of, it doesn't take much. A little bit of a breeze is all it takes. And then we're going to start to see those temperatures starting to rebound, those low temperatures going back up, 50s, 60s as we go towards the weekend. So your forecast for tomorrow, again, you're only looking at about 60, 61. Typical for this time of year is 72. So, 10, 11 degrees below average is what we're expecting for tomorrow. And breezy. Those winds are still out of the north about 10 to 15. And speaking of that, for your marine forecast tomorrow, winds will be out of the north about 15 to 25 knots. Seas at 3 to 6 feet. The bay is choppy. And we do have a small craft advisory. So, speaking of James's cough here, because you brought that.
I know,
you
right?
brought that from up north. And let's see, we got a few. Let's go. We'll do this right after the break. We're not going to take a break just yet, but we're going to talk about some winter weather coming up here shortly, because this is all part of the same system. This is part of the cold front that come through here. It's taking its time. It dropped its way up from the north. It brought cold weather, just breezy weather as well, windy. I actually didn't watch any football games that had any good snow in them, unfortunately. I didn't see any this past weekend. But while we're down here enjoying temperatures near 80 degrees, we are going to be getting our drop in temperatures. And again, that is coming today and into tomorrow. So we're going to get a huge drop. And again, this is just because of this cold front that's coming through. So this cold front's going to drop. And as you can see, there it is pushing its way through. And as we get to tomorrow morning, it's just barely out of the area. This is the reason why we're going to see temperatures dropping for tomorrow, not warming up very quickly. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, see how far it is away. That's where the really cold air comes in. And then as we go towards the midweek, towards the end of the week, we'll start to get a gradual shift of the wind. As we go Thursday, Friday, our wind starts coming back out of the west. And then this is going to be ahead of another cold front that's going to come in for this weekend. So let's go ahead and take a quick break right now before we get into next weekend's forecast, because we want to recap some of the winter weather that's been going on across the country. So stick around right after the break.
Before hurricane season hits, it's time to prep your home. Familiarize yourself with where your water shutoff valve is located. If backflow prevention devices are installed, get them tested annually.
Those are some great tips, and Cool Today is here to help you weather the storm. For over 60 years, we've been here to help Floridians with their cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. We can help you prepare, protect, and repair your home. Call 888-40-TODAY.
I was driving when a Ford pickup truck barreled into me from behind, sending me to the hospital.
I knew my husband was going to need an excellent attorney, so I called Dan Newland.
I'm so glad my wife called Dan. Dan really fought for me. He won my case and got me $650,000.
If you've been involved in a car accident, allow me to fight for you. Call me now at 813-888-8000.
Thanks, Dan, for winning my husband's case.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
Windows are created and installed with different levels of quality. Unique quality that can withstand the tropical climate. Our installers only install PGT custom windows and doors, so we are the go-to experts. Don't take my word for it. We have been named Best of Tampa Bay 3 years in a row, Reader's Choice in Sarasota 3 years in a row, and nationally recognized as Window and Door Dealer of the Year. Price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Give WeatherTight Windows a call today, and don't forget the cookies.
Welcome back. I'm taking a quick break. We're going to talk about winter weather now, because we always like to do this time of year, talk about winter weather everywhere else. Well, we're dealing with 60s in the morning, 80s
That's our winter.
in the afternoon.
Right.
But we're getting a little taste of this as well. I think we got a live look that we're going to look at Chicago. And of course, this time of year, you know what you can expect in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And there it is.
It doesn't look nice.
It's gray.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some peaks of some sunshine trying to get through there.
You want to talk about a city that's known for wind chill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of course.
And also extreme heat in the summer, too. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets hot. I mean, when Chicago hits 100, 100 plus.
Severe weather.
Yeah. And severe weather. So we often talk about, especially of late, the nasty weather in the Northeast, Western New York, Buffalo, areas like that. But Buffalo, New York has never, ever had a 100-degree day. Ever.
We used to be able to say that, too.
Right.
Right. This past summer.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it looks like we have another live look in Maine. And
Sunday River in Maine.
And this is another one where, I could deal with it if it had blue sky.
The sun is down in Maine. So that's one of the beautiful things we have here in Florida. The sun doesn't go down this time of year until about 5:30.
Yeah.
It is down by 4:30 up north.
It is. Yeah, I don't think I could ever deal with that.
Oh, those 4:30 sunsets are terrible.
Yeah. Sunday River Resort. So this is a ski resort.
A ski resort, yep.
Yeah, and if you look at a map, it's crazy to go straight up the north and realize how much further east Maine is than where we are here in Tampa. And of course, that's why the sun goes down a lot sooner there. But you could see it. I wonder if they do any night skiing there.
Yeah, night skiing, or even twilight.
Yeah.
Twilight is that lift ticket from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to like 9 or 10,
Yeah. So we actually have reporter Lee Waldman, and is going to kind of wrap up some of this winter weather that we've seen across the area. Do we have that story ready?
Lee, are you there? Lee, can you hear us?
Yeah, exactly. So, we're going to look at winter weather.
Yes, and some severe winter weather conditions.
And right before we get our taste of winter weather, check it out.
Oh, that's not it. That's Armature Works. Lee is not at Armature Works. I don't quite know where Lee is, but
I bet Lee wishes.
I bet he wishes he was at Armature, because that probably looks a lot better than where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see the uptick in clouds.
Yeah, that's because of course, the cold front that brought the winter weather we're trying to show you. Let's see if we can bring that up.
A vast, wide-ranging storm is bringing blizzard conditions, strong winds, an ice storm, severe thunderstorms, and extreme temperature drops to millions across the U.S. With more than 100 million people expecting to hit the road for the end-of-year trips, the storm is adding to an already challenging travel period.
We're trying to beat it.
I don't want to be driving through that.
Drive slower, pay attention when there's a bridge coming, so slow down, because those may get icy.
Trust it's all going to be good, and if it's not, you pull over.
Long stretches of Interstate 35 from Iowa to the Minnesota border have been closed or deemed unsafe. Dozens of crashes were reported in Iowa Sunday, including a 14-vehicle crash on I-35, according to Iowa State Patrol.
Think about what you would like to have with you
If you were going to unexpectedly spend the night in the car.
As of late Monday morning, more than 330,000 customers are without power, most in Michigan, according to PowerOutage.us. Meanwhile, in the middle of a busy air travel season, flights are being impacted by the weather. Thousands were delayed or canceled Sunday, including disruptions at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport, where thunderstorms prompted a temporary ground stop. The storm's cold front also sparked a line of severe thunderstorms Sunday, bringing damaging winds and a few tornadoes reported in parts of Illinois. In New York, Lee Waldman, 10 Tampa Bay News.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot to unpack right there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because talked about this with a friend of mine and talking about, he's up in Ohio.
Okay.
And they were dealing with some very warm weather. I mean,
yeah.
Christmas, they were in the 60s.
Yeah, well, remember the ridge that was in place out west, so areas like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Nebraska, I mean, that ridge has been unrelenting, and it builds back in. So, I mean, it's been kind of bizarre pattern.
And so on your satellite radar, you see on the cold front. This is the cold front that's coming through, but if you follow that up to the north, this is all part of the same large system.
Yeah.
And we just showed you Maine, and of course the sun is down, but even if it was up, you probably wouldn't see much because look at all the weather they have. They have that transition. So they have a warm front coming through, which again is the reason why I think it's probably a little bit behind from what the radar is showing.
Right.
The warm front should be in Maine right now because that's what they call the warm sector. So the warm front should be right there.
Right.
The warm front, yeah, I'm trying to draw. There we go. The warm front should be right there.
Right, and the triple point should be kind of bumped up too.
Because you see in here, this is called the warm sector. That's where you're getting that transition, and then they get the cold air back behind it. So that's all part of the same system that we're dealing with here. Of course, it doesn't look anything like that, thankfully. But
the big pinwheel.
Yeah, exactly. The big area low pressure up there. And you see that nice circulation, which of course, even after the front passes, the reason why so many of those that are on the eastern side of the Great Lakes get that lake effect snow. You get that northwest flow right across that water.
And that water that's not frozen yet. So the lakes are still open for business. Once the lakes freeze, no more lake effect. So it's like it could be any other, it could be a parking lot.
Of course, so if you've been up in Buffalo, you know what lake effect snow is. Something that they deal with quite a bit up there. So what we're going to do is, now that we showed you all the wonderful winter weather that is happening up to our north and some of the cold weather that's coming here, we're going to take another quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about another cold front, and we're going to talk about your weekend forecast coming right up.
I was involved in a very bad car accident. Called attorney Dan Newland, and it was like 1, 2, 3. Dan really got it done for me. At the end of my case, he got me $525,000.
As one of the largest personal injury law firms in the United States, my team and I remain committed more than ever to win big on your case. Involved in a car accident? Let's get started. Call me at 813-888-8000.
Thank you, Dan, for winning my case.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
Windows are created and installed with different levels of quality. You need quality that can withstand the tropical climate. Our installers only install PGT custom windows and doors, so we are the go-to experts. Don't take my word for it. We have been named Best of Tampa Bay 3 years in a row, Reader's Choice in Sarasota 3 years in a row, and nationally recognized as Window and Door Dealer of the Year. Price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Give WeatherTight Windows a call today, and don't forget the cookies.
With a fresh new look and over 60 years of keeping Floridians comfortable, Cool Today is the name to trust for fast same-day service. Cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Our friendly expert technicians take the hassle out of home repair today. And Cool Today is here for you tomorrow, too. That's why we're introducing a parts and labor warranty on select AC systems for a lifetime. For cooling, plumbing, or electrical service, get the best from today and for years to come. Cool Today.
have a small chance for a shower coming through with this cold front, and unfortunately it looks even like with the one coming through on Saturday, it doesn't look very promising that we're going to get any measurable rainfall. But check out your Futurecast. So yeah, we could get a stray shower maybe coming in an hour or two after sunset. You see it right there along I-4 about 7 p.m. This is the showers we have right now. That's mainly up around Crystal River and up near Hudson right now. Those will push their way down to the south. They push their way out. And then we get some dropping temperatures. Again, chilly tomorrow morning. We're not really looking at that thick fog like we've been seeing, thankfully.
No, yeah. And that cold, cool, dry air is going to put the kibosh on that.
And then tomorrow afternoon, below average. And then again, cold for Wednesday morning. And then going into Wednesday evening, by the way, which is New Year's Eve. Likely the winds are going to die down, even though it is still going to be very chilly. So that's what we're looking at with really those dry conditions across the area. So what we're going to have after that is we have a cold front that's going to be coming in. This is going to be for the weekend. Again, it looks like better rain chances up to the north. And when I show you the 7-day forecast, you'll notice I also have a 20% on Sunday. That looks like the timing might be pre-sunup. So it looks like there is a little bit better rain chance coming in after sunset, maybe a little closer to midnight due to the timing, because we actually are going to be warming up a little on Sunday. So we are going to have, there's the European model, there's the cold front that's coming through. Again, right now, it'll push the shower activity down the south. A lot of dry air back behind that, and we're dry for the remainder of the week. So here comes the cold front, and again, this is more of a late Saturday afternoon, evening, which if you have plans to go to the Bucks-Panthers game, like this guy right here, you better be ready for the potential for maybe a few stray showers. Again, we'll might tweak the timing on this, but this is what it looks like as of right now, that we could see some afternoon showers on Saturday and going into early. So this again is the reason for the 20% also on Sunday. It does look like maybe we go from 20 Saturday to 30 Saturday night, and then back to 20 early Sunday morning, and then that dries out, and it doesn't look like we're going to have as big as a drop in temperatures with this front coming through next weekend when we look at your long range. So long range lows, and again, mind you, this is again just one forecast model. So Wednesday, the forecast is not 38, it's actually 40, but it's going to feel like 38. But then as you can see, we go up and down. Your average low is 54, so we'll go all the way to 62 on Sunday morning, and then we level out closer to normal as we go throughout the first half of next week. So that's what I mean by it's not going to be nearly as chilly as what we're expecting after that cold front passes across the area. So look at your water, your moisture content. Here is the front that's coming through now. And again, there's the little bit of moisture associated with that. That pushes, look at all that dry air. Cold, dry air coming in. Friday, you get a little bit of humidity, but this is all we're getting Saturday. So there's your Saturday afternoon. Going into the overnight, there's 3 again, 4 a.m. Looks like we're already drying out. There's your dry air coming in back behind it. It just doesn't look like we're going to be seeing much. And same thing when it comes to your long range high temperatures. We'll see some fluctuations. Again, 72 is normal. We'll go all the way up mid 70s this weekend and to start next week. And then looks like we possibly level off back a little closer to average in the low 70s. And then your